Hey everybody, today we're making a classic French toast. Sometimes you want something just a little different, and Saturday mornings or Sunday mornings is a great time to have one. They're great for breakfast or brunch. You can make one or you can make a dozen, whatever your need might be. So you probably have in fact, I know you have all of the ingredients in your kitchen just like I do, and it doesn't take long to whip one up. So let's get started. I'm going to push these sleeves up, and I have on a new top. How do you like it? My daughter gave me this for Christmas, and I thought I'd wear it this morning. So we're going to get started and make this French toast. So come join me. Okay, we have all of our ingredients, and we're ready to make this French toast. So I'm starting out with 1 egg, and I'm just going to crack it and put it in this little bowl that I have here. This is 1 large egg. To that, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of whole milk. Now you can use half and half. A lot of people recommend that, but I also want to tell you that if you are diabetic or you're trying to cut back on your sugar or ingredients, then you can use your substitutes. Whatever substitutes you use, you can use that. I'm also going to use 1/4 teaspoon of clear vanilla. Of course, you know I love Miss Mert's vanilla. So I'm just going to add 1/4 teaspoon of, whoops, that was more than that. So I'm just going to pour that back in. 1/4 teaspoon of clear vanilla. We want to save all of our vanilla. Next, I'm going to add some ground cinnamon. Now, this is to taste, so I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to sprinkle in some cinnamon. And my husband does love, love, love cinnamon. So now, we're just going to take this little whisk, and we're going to start mixing up our batter for our French toast. You want to mix all of the cinnamon. Make sure that it's incorporated into the milk and the egg. So I'm just going to continue to beat this and get it all mixed really, really well. Today I'm using just white bread, home-style white bread. This is Nature's Own. I showed this to you recently, the small loaf that I'm now buying and enjoying. But this is just home-style white bread. So I'm just making 1 piece of French toast this morning, and I'll be using that bread. Now, you can use any kind of bread that you want to. You don't have to use loaf bread like I'm using. You can use Texas toast. In fact, the thicker your bread is, the better your French toast is going to be. But whatever you have in your cabinet, in your pantry, then you can just go ahead and use that. So this looks like it's mixed up pretty well. You want to mix it until it's a little foamy. And mine is getting to be foamy. Now, let me tell you about the skillet that I'm going to be using. I'm just going to use my stainless steel. This is a heavy gauge stainless steel little small skillet that I have here. And I'm going to take this over to the stove and start it on low heat. And I'm not going to place the butter in here until my skillet begins to get warm, because this will burn easily. All of you know that butter will scorch on you in a heartbeat. So as my skillet begins to get warm on low heat, then I'm going to place my butter in there. And then I'll let it continue to get warm. And while that's taking place, I'm going to place my bread in my batter. And I'll come back in just a second. Let me put this on the stove, and I'll come back and we'll soak this while our butter is getting ready. Okay, our butter is getting heated, and now I'm just going to place my bread down in the mixture. I'm just going to let it soak on this one side while our butter is finishing up. Once this soaks on this side, I'll flip it and let it soak up the egg and the milk mixture on the other side. Okay, our bread is soaked on both sides and it's ready to go in our spatula, or in our skillet, excuse me. And I'm going to use 2 spatulas to put it in there. So I'm just placing our bread in our skillet like that. I'm going to set this aside, and I have turned our skillet up to 3. That's a medium-low heat, and you just want it to cook very, very, very slowly. So I'm just going to let this sit here and cook for 3 minutes. Okay, our timer has gone off, and now we're going to flip our bread, our French toast, and let it cook on the other side. So we're just going to use, again, I'm using 2 spatulas. This is kind of soft, and I'm just flipping it over. Look at that. Now I'm going to set my timer and let it cook for 3 minutes on the other side. And it's important that you cook this very, very slowly, because you want the egg to be done on the inside as well as on the outside. So I'm setting my timer for 3 more minutes. Okay, our French toast is done. You can see that. It's beautiful. And I like to put mine on a little wire rack. And I just have it here on my little cutting board so that the bottom side can get a little air. So now we're ready to top it, and we'll talk about some different toppings that you can use on your French toast. Okay, our French toast is ready to top, and today I'm just going to dust mine with some powdered sugar. This is a little strainer here that I have used for years and years and years. So I'm just putting a little bit of confectioner's sugar, powdered sugar if you please, on top. And isn't that beautiful? Y'all, Doug loves this. And if my husband loves this, I know that you're going to love it too. And we also like syrup on ours. So I'm just using maple syrup. Again, you could use light, you could use sugar-free, whatever your taste buds call for, whatever your dietary needs call for, then you just use what you want to. You could also use fruit. You could use blueberries. You could use raspberries. You could use a combination. You could use strawberries. So just whatever you want to put on your French toast, and it's going to be so, so delicious. So now we're ready to taste it. Okay, friends, that's it. We have our French toast ready to eat. I added a little piece of sausage, and I have my coffee here, and this is going to be my breakfast. So let's try it. Yeah, this is really, really good. This really, it's wonderful. I'm just telling you. It is so, so good. Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm going to stand here and eat the whole thing. I know your mouth is watering, so I'm not going to do that in front of you. I hope you'll try the recipe. I hope you have a blessed day. Don't forget to share our videos. That means the world to me, and it helps other people to be able to access our page and our channel. We're on both Facebook and YouTube. So I'll see you again really, really soon.